bitches, whores, and sluts is a great way to start the podcast. Right?
Are we really starting on bitches, whores, and sluts?
I don't know. Like, I thought we were doing mic check, and all I hear is bitches, whores, and sluts.
Oh, that was just
like it's really setting the precedence for my birthday. You know, like my birthday is like.
Oh, is that what you want your birthday to be about?
My birthday's right around the corner, and all of a sudden, bitches, whores, and sluts, you know, is the topic of the day.
wow. Glad I could oblige.
You brought it, so you know.
It was just a mic check. But since we're here now.
He's the guy at the party that says, "Hey, we should snort coke," but then like doesn't bring any cocaine around.
That's exactly me.
Like, yeah, you know, that's a great idea, but where's the coke?
I don't snort that.
We
shit.
could go get some from where?
No, I'm just gonna be
I don't know. I've never done it before.
Exactly. I'm gonna be like, haha, just kidding.
Oh, so you're a tease now.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Like,
oh well.
yeah,
Y'all get over it.
I will get over it.
No.
Just fuck it.
If we show up to a party and you promise me coke and there's no coke, I'm gonna be upset.
How many parties have you gone to with the whole, like, you've had the whole demeanor, like, I'm going to this party to do coke, and then you get there and there's no coke. Like,
I've never gone specifically to a party to do coke.
So you never been to a coke party?
No, I've only ever been to parties where coke just happens to appear.
Interesting.
But it is your birthday in a couple of days.
Exactly. And you know what we're not going to do?
Coke.
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
Motherfucker, I still remember DARE, bitch. Drug free.
Right.
But what did DARE
I
stand for?
have the shirt. Drug Abuse Resistance Education.
Oh.
Man, it was a cult.
It was
just a cult.
Did they get... I'm trying to figure out, did that get cut from school funding, like cursive handwriting? Because these kids these days, these motherfuckers
It got cut from there, that and cursive writing and PE.
One of my favorite TikToks is this TikTok where this dude walks up. And you know how they used to be all like, "Oh, there's going to be a shady guy who opens his coat and tries to sell you drugs." So
that's
like
the dude from Recess, bro.
Yeah,
the hustler kid.
Yeah. So he walks up. He's filming the TikTok. He walks up. It's all like, "Yo, kid, you want some drugs?" And then like him in the big mouth filter just goes, "Yeah, yeah." And he's the drug dealer's just shocked. He's like, what do you mean? It's all like, and then cuts back to the kid and he's all like, "Yeah, man, where the drugs? I want some drugs."
Hey, you told me there'd be drugs.
Yeah. And I feel like that's how people today are. It's like, oh yeah, we're down with drugs.
Please don't make promises you can't keep. If you're gonna bring drugs, bring drugs. You know, but I'd love to say like I've never done any type of real drugs.
Me too.
Neither have I.
I lie. I'm lying so much.
I'm not.
No, I've never done. I guess I want to say I've never done illegal drugs.
I mean, if you're going by that,
that's all I'm going to put out there today.
Okay.
And with that beautiful cue, I will definitely kick off episode 4 of the Two Dab Crew podcast, season 2021. So technically, you want to get technical, season 2, episode 4.
I like season 2021.
Season 2021 it is. And you know, there's a real big thing for today's podcast. So before we get into that, it's your boy Powder here with Andre and Ergoff, as always.
Yo,
feeling good today for this podcast, episode 4. You know, for anybody that's tuning in, listening to us, I appreciate it because January has become our highest streaming month since we started the podcast in April. So, 9 months in, or technically, I guess this is month 9. We've already destroyed all previous records of our streams. Yeah. So, you know, it feels good. Like looking at the numbers and we're getting positive traction, 5-6 a day. And that doesn't mean a lot, you know, to, you know, like Joe Rogan, fucking Joe Budden, but and in this little, I want to say this little do world, you know, 5-6 streams a day, you know, it's pretty big considering we ain't got no fucking advertising.
So do we just need to change your name to Joe so that this podcast could take off?
Joe Budden, Joe Rogan,
Joe Powder?
Joe Powder.
Yo.
Joe Powder. You can do what you want.
And then in the Hispanic community, they call you Yo Powder.
Yo Powder. So one of the big themes for this podcast is 2021, right?
Indeed it is.
And so I just want to give everybody listening a heads up. You get in this podcast on a special day. Usually the podcast drop Tuesday. Since I'm probably going to be extremely out of commission for the week of my birthday, you're going to get this podcast on my birthday.
Yay,
So
happy birthday.
This podcast is dropping on my birthday, which is Friday, the 29th, and you're getting it. So I don't know if I should have put my actual birthday date out there.
It's out there now.
We're only 5 people a day listen to this shit.
We're good.
So we're good.
We're good. We can still walk. We're small enough where we can walk the line, and then we just gotta delete these episodes if we ever get like.
That's right. So you're getting the 2 for 1 this week. Is you get an episode on Tuesday, then you get an episode on Friday. So boom, I am a gracious king. Anyway,
Lord Powder.
So anyway, 2021 started out right, and we're doing good. I want to say the podcast is starting to take off big. Thanks to us. But thanks to everybody that tunes in on a weekly basis. You know what I mean? Like, we're only as good as the people who listen to us. That's cool. And notice, like, I had to stop dropping that whole, follow us on social media and shit like that because nobody fucking listens. like since we started the podcast, I think I got like 3 followers in 9 months. But fuck it. I mean, we doing something. So anyway, but 2021, right, is about positive vibes. That's what I've been telling everybody. So shout out to my girl Tina. She got to become a completely new her for 2021. And from what I understand, it's working out for her. So, that's good. Like, it's about reinventing yourself. And then 2020 was so shitty.
Tina didn't slide in my DMs.
Who?
So I'm mad. Tina didn't slide in my DMs. Didn't we like shout her out?
She had a charge weekend. She almost got sexually assaulted by a predator, which is one of the topics I want to talk about today. I want to talk about predators.
Tina almost got the. I'm like, Tina had to meet a dude in the parking lot. Anyway, 2021 positive vibes. Bring a change. 2020 sucked because of COVID, but you know what? Believe it or not, for a lot of people, 2020 wasn't a bad year because of just COVID. A lot of y'all lives just suck. Let's just be real.
It brought it out.
You know what I mean? It just made you realize that your life sucked. Like your life sucked in 2019 and 2018. COVID didn't do shit. COVID gave you time to sit home and reflect on how much your life fucking sucked. So we got to sit there and be like, all right, what's 2021 gonna bring? It's gonna bring a difference. So I'm starting the year off with the beard, right? Usually I wouldn't have the beard in the new year. But I'm starting the year off with the beard. I'm like, fuck it.
Folks.
It's a beautiful beard. Courtesy of what is it?
South Beach.
Oh, that's right. It's South Beach beard. I keep forgetting.
Oh, no, you better not.
The check keeps forgetting to make its way to my mailbox. So I keep forgetting the name of it.
Oh, is that what that is?
So I got a question, right? So say somebody like sees my magnificentness, right? Mm-hmm. And they come up to me and they're like, hey, we got this beard shit that we want to promote to you and we're going to pay you $85 to do it. Like, am I allowed to take it or am I in the contract with you where I can't toy with other offers?
Definitely under a non-compete clause.
He didn't sign no paperwork. No. I didn't review. As his legal representative, I don't remember reviewing any paperwork.
I would like to see your bar exam results, sir.
Like, if
was this contract signed by a notary? Mm-mm.
Yeah, if Cremo came up and was like, "Hey, look, you got a beard, and like, yeah, you got a little pudge, but you know what? We don't take photos chest down. Like, all we want to see is the beard and maybe a little bit of that neckline, So here we go. We gonna hit you off with a check. All I need you to do is tell people use Cremo. Like, I'm just wondering if I'm allowed to do that or not because the check still.
The only way you'd be allowed to do that is to go ahead and troll people. So you do that, you get your little money, and you be like, "Psych, this product's better." That works for us.
Psych. So anyway, starting the year off with the beard, it's led to some. I want to say like weird results.
By the way,
interesting results.
Hit us up at southbeachbeard.com. Put your email in, and we're going to be...
That's right. southbeachbeard.com. New logo, ready website, ready to go. They taking emails now for a newsletter for the pre-launch. And I'm still waiting on the password for the exclusive shit. So once I get the password, I'll let y'all know.
This is why you don't have a password.
Fuck it.
Folks all at our shit.
Hey, you long as you give me that lavender beard oil, I'm good. I've settled on lavender. That way, like when people piss me off, I can just like smell my beard and then like calm down.
That's your self calming.
That's my self calming. Like it's crazy because having a beard, like I keep playing with it and shit all the time, and so like I got a dude at work and he can't grow a beard like me. So he's like always jealous because I'm sitting there like twisting my shit. But my beard hair is so soft. Like it's softer than vagina hair.
Jesus Christ.
And not like that coarse, like old, like, like people shave all the time vagina hair. It's like that 1970s porn star, like Harry Bush vagina hair. Like it's just super soft.
Okay. Enough about your beard.
Anyway, start the year off with the beard, right? If what happens, these chicks start like hitting on me and I don't even fucking realize it. I'm like so busy worried about fantasy football. It's like unless you got, some stats for me.
No, you're not busy with fantasy football. You're busy trolling people with fantasy football because you won.
Listen, I'm the 2020 fantasy football champion. If you do not know that, I will let you know because we're doing everything. We got calendars coming, mugs, fucking belts, rings, TikToks, all that shit coming.
Listen, you don't want to lose anything to this guy.
Don't ever lose anything to me.
Nope.
You just don't want to do it. Don't do it.
I'm trying to think like the only thing that hasn't been lost to me is virginity. I would say that's a card that's completely escaped my grasp my whole life. Like I don't think I've ever had sex with anybody that said they were a virgin.
Okay.
Are there any virgins left?
Who knows, man? I'm just saying, like, I don't think I've ever. I don't have that. So, anyway, 2021. Bring it in. Positive vibes. Right? We're making a difference. We're gonna pop off on a podcast this year. People need to make a change in their life for something positive. So, thinking about like what I'm gonna do different this year. Like, I feel like I'm gonna be more like aggressive when it comes to shit. You know what I mean?
Like predator aggressive?
No, not like when it comes to like that type of shit. I mean like when it comes to the podcast, like, trying to consistently give people one episode a week, for a month, throughout the whole year. Like what Kanye West did, three beats a day for 4 summers or some shit like that.
What you know about making 3 beats a day for 2 summers?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like just the flood this year with content. Like if we got people listening to the podcast, we're gonna do it. We're gonna be on the streets, promoting shit like that. And please take a look at 2dabcrew.com or the Instagram BP_2dab because I will release the official photos of the pre-order merchandise that we got. So I got the prototype shirt made the other day. It's nice. It's tight. But of course, apparently somebody told me I need to suck in my motherfucking gut. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Hats. and I don't think we're going to do the beanies right now. Like the beanies are going to kind of go away until like the fall time. But we will do hats and we will have shirts. And the shirts are great quality. The shirts are super. So the shirt's gonna cost a little buck. The hat gonna cost a little buck. But the hat's new era, and the shirts you just ain't gonna like. It's a great shirt, So like there ain't much to say to that. So if you want it again, like I'm gonna give y'all one last time because it's my birthday. If you need some 2Dab gear, you better send me an email at 2dabcrew@gmail.com, a DM and Instagram or Twitter or whatever the fuck at BP_2Dab, something. Because if y'all don't, when I start taxing and people are like, oh, I want to get down, like, you got to get down, you're going to have to pay. Point blank.
Point blank.
So,
Period. Point blank.
That's right. And, 2021 also starting out great because Conor McGregor took an L.
That was a shameful L,
in the second round. Bro, when he got hit and he just, that was it. Like, come on.
I thought he was going to take the fight.
Yeah,
because homeboy was overcommitting on some strikes. I was like, "Oh, Connor's gonna catch him and take him," and it did not go down like that at all.
Yeah, I've seen a couple pictures. It looked like Connor was sleeping on the mat the next day.
Oh yeah, they've been trolling him.
It looked like it did. The dude, I took a screenshot. Dude was talking to his wife or girlfriend or whatever. I'm like, he gets some pussy tonight because he knocked out Conor McGregor. There's no way I'm going home and you not giving me some. I don't want to hear that. I'm tired. Shit. Hold up.
This is true.
So we gotta. I want to say a couple topics today.
Okay.
What
you got?
So before I want to just bring into account the other day. It kind of went by. It came quick and left. But Martin Luther King Day was the other day.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Right? And it just kind of like it didn't really seem like it was anything going for it. And then I end up watching the Boondocks episode where Martin Luther King does actually get assassinated. He goes into a coma and comes back.
Mm-hmm.
And then he sees the type of society we live in. And it was just like, you got to give the man some respect, like on a serious tip, because watching some of these fucking ignorant ass people, fucking storm the Capitol because of, they don't like who the president is going to be or whatever. And you look at what he was fighting for, like he was fighting for just equal rights, to be treated equally. And he did it in a nonviolent way. And, it's like that's bad respectful because you got to think about being in that type of aspect,
I think that's one of the biggest things that kind of amaze me about the culture is, by and large, there's been so many injustices happening, but we still invite the idea of loving your neighbor, and not turning it into a hate versus hate thing. Obviously there's resentment, there's bitterness, there's anger. But as far as the level of hate that you see being, shown from one side, and then you contrast that with the other, it's like we're not the same. We're not.
Yeah, it's super sad though to sit there and say like this guy died 30 years ago, like and it's not like Martin Luther King, died of cancer or something like that. Like he was assassinated. Like somebody took his life.
Right.
And all he was out there was trying to do is get equal rights. And so he died for this cause. And then it's like, it's 2021 and it still don't seem like it's, you know what I mean? Like we still got a ways to go as people. And it don't even seem like it's a topic.
Well, I mean, people don't realize like a lot of this stuff is not that long ago. My mom desegregated in high school. Like that's my mom.
Yeah.
Like when you look at it in terms of that, then you're like,
Yeah, well, I mean, like for me, like I look at it, it's like, all right, like I grew up, in an all black community, so it's like we didn't see things like that, and it just is different as an adult to see, some of the shit that goes on, and it's like, wow, like like the freedom fighters and shit like that, like they was out here trying to do something, and then they died for this cause. And then we sitting there, like, I think some people in society just more worried about making TikToks and shit than they are about, like, trying to boost society to another level. You know what I mean?
Your neighbor good.
Yeah, but it just, I don't want to get too much on that subject, but it was just like, when that day came, I was like, all right, like, I remember being in Miami, like, Martin Luther King Day was a big day. The MLK parade that would happen every year. There was no MLK parade. It was like almost nothing on the news because it was kind of shadowed by the whole, election bullshit that was going on. So it's just kind of, it went when it went, but it was like, I can understand if his dream was fulfilled. It's like, all right, he did what he did. The work was done. Everything is a better life, but it's not. So it's like his dream still needs to become reality. Like there's still work to be done. I mean, you could tell just from last year with the whole,
Black Lives Matter
movement and shit like that. I was trying to think of the actual, was it Minnesota or I forget the actual. You see, like here's the point. Like
so many. Like I mean, you talking about Breonna Taylor?
No, where George Floyd.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I think that was Minnesota.
With the riots first went through, and I don't know. Like people need to wake up. Like the fucking sheeple need to fucking get up, stop looking at the news, and start looking at like society in general. Like you got people out there that do the right thing and die for, a righteous cause. Mm-hmm. And then we do nothing to live on their legacy. It's dumb because people out there crying for Trump for not winning the fucking election. Like he lost, but they making it a big deal. But this guy died for rights, and what are we doing for him?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, positive vibes in 2021. You need to sit there and look at society and be like, we could be better. So we need to take it there. So what you had? You said something about a predator.
Right. So, after talking last night about like predator, was that last night?
Yeah, that was last night.
But talking about predators, it's like, man, I haven't met a predator. And when is it your job as a homie to let your homie know he a predator?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I can remember back in the day when I was in college.
Hold on, before we even jump to that, does everybody understand, or should we define like what a predator is? Not like an actual predator who, preys on women and like hurts them or anything. We're just talking about like the overly sexually aggressive dudes.
Right.
Yeah.
Going to Gainesville to go to school and growing up in a large university type setting, there was a lot of aggressives. I think we weren't as woke perhaps back then as we are now. Like you chill out on a lot of things. But yeah, if you reflect, I like we say it now. Oh, I don't know any really big predators or anything like that. But you think about some friends maybe you're not friends with anymore, or people you would deem an associate or something. You're like, dude, was super. Great.
Do you know any predators?
I know at least two former predators.
Two former?
Two former predators.
Who's a former predator? Don't look at me when you say that shit.
Do we all know one of these?
Are you looking at me too? Like, don't y'all look at me with that shit, all right? Like, I'm not a predator, okay?
So I will say this. That was just very much the vibe Miami was at the time.
No, I'm not a predator, okay? Like, I feel like you coming at me, Chris Hansen, okay? You need to cut that shit out, please. Listen, all I know is that maybe back in the day, I broke the touch barrier quick.
Oh, shame.
No. Not in a nasty way. But if a chick was walking by, like you got to touch her to get her attention. Hey, what's up? Like the music is loud. You can't hear me in the club. What?
You Joe Biden. You didn't like creepy touch, but you touched, and it still made them uncomfortable.
No, it didn't make them uncomfortable.
It was just like grabbing them by the arm.
Have you seen me?
That's super aggressive, bro. Come on.
Look, come on now. If I touch somebody, they're not gonna get uncomfortable. They're gonna look at me and be like, "Hey, man, it's like a fucking Axe commercial, man." Hey, like no, man.
I don't think it works that way.
No.
So you just out here grabbing chicks by the arm?
No, I'm okay. Maybe
it was the thing at the time because it was not. It was something. It was something like a lot of people did at the time.
It's not
Right,
like I don't want to say it was grabbing, but Yeah, it was grabbing, but it wasn't grab.
Okay,
I'm trying to sound like Rick James. Like
I understand that it was a thing. I've seen people do it. I've witnessed it. But now, I mean, I'm thinking about it, and it's like, if somebody grabs you by the arm, it's time to fight. Like, if I'm walking by and somebody just grabbed me by the arm, and I don't know who the fuck you are, it's time to fight. So, like, that's why I never really did that. Because I felt like
I had a bouncer grab me by the arm once, and then
the bouncers always used to grab niggas like, yo, just grab them.
I ended up handcuffed. I ended up handcuffed to a wheelchair at the end of that night.
Only time you're getting grabbed by a bouncer, y'all were particularly debaucherous, were you not?
Debaucherous? Like I engaged in mischief. I would admit to that.
I mean, if bouncers are grabbing you, you're probably a little unruly.
Listen, the only reason the bouncer grabbed me was the bouncer was a hater. All right, that's the only reason why the bouncer grabbed me. True story. I was in a club, right, and I was with my dude Johnny Poole, and he had a chick, and she was supposed to bring another chick for me. Because I was hanging out with Johnny Poole. Of course, the chick hit him up. Was like, yo, we going to the Hard Rock. All right, cool. All right. We out. We get there. We came from the beach. Back in the day, I used to rock the low fade. So I had my Dolce & Gabbana sunglasses on my head because we came from the beach. And back in Miami, they used to call me Hollywood. Always had my glasses on and shit, even in the club at night.
Douche.
I was that dude. Yes, I was. But anyway, so we get there. Homegirl's friend didn't show up, so I was the third wheel. So I'm backing off. I'm like, yeah, y'all good. I'm just going to do my own thing over here. Right, so we're in the club, we're drinking. And she kept running up the chicks. It was like, yo, my white boy wants to buy you a drink. And I kept telling her, I was like, yo, stop that shit. Like, I was like, listen, I don't want to buy you a drink, but I am going to buy you a drink because this bitch don't know how to shut up. So let me get you a drink. But you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't engaging in conversation like that. Like I was just trying to vibe on my own. Like I wasn't drunk enough where I was using the kill spray technique, where it would just ask everyone out and eventually one of them go say yes. Like I was chilling, I was vibing. So I guess one of those conversations I had with one of the females, as she was leaving, she told the bouncer, she's like, yo, that dude's really drunk. So I went to the bar to buy a drink. So I'm like, yo, let me get a goose and pineapple. So next thing I know, I get this big ass hand grab me by the shoulder. He's like, no, you done. You got to go. So I'm like, yo, like I'm trying to buy a drink. And when he said that, he pulled me. When he pulled me, my glasses fell off my head.
Yeah, this is the missing.
Yeah, the Dolce & Gabbana glasses. Like I think we told that story back in season 1. Yeah. But anyway, so dude threw me out the club, or when I shrugged out, of his hand to grab my shades, he grabbed me by the arm, and that's when I lost it and whacked his ass. Granted, I ended up getting my ass whooped, but that it was him. That grabbing me by the arm really triggered it.
Exactly. So
and I've seen the arm technique sometimes succeed, sometimes fail. So I'm not saying that. I don't even think that's considered aggressive. Like we're not even talking. Why are you putting me on blast like that? I feel super fucking defensive right now between the two of y'all.
So it wasn't.
By the arm.
It's aggressive now. It's considered a highly aggressive thing now.
It was aggressive then.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't.
No. Just because society adopts something doesn't make it right. They adopt normalizing hate, and that's anyway. But I'm gonna go here and say this: don't do it in front of me because I'm gonna check you.
So back on topic though. So like,
hold on. We got to put a little bit of the story out there. All right. So friend of ours, right? Recently single, right? Dude hits her up and says, I want, let's hang out. You look like you need some cheering up, because I guess they met at a party, and it was just right during the breakup. So, hey, you look like you need some cheering up. All right, first of all, let me put out there, the minute the dude approached like that, you already knew what was up.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, you look like you need some cheering up.
Right.
Come on now. All right. So that's key one. So then it was like, all right, meet me at this spot. So the spot homegirl goes to is a fucking industrial warehouse spot with a bunch of U-Hauls and like those strip malls with a bunch of like, they look like used stores, but they're different fucking warehouses. So and then she gets there, nobody's there. She has to wait for homie to show up.
She should have turned around when left at that point.
But homie's a friend of hers. So she again, she was unaware of the game to begin with, right? Because the dude was like, "I'm gonna cheer you up," or you look sad. That's a game, right? That was already the slide in there. So all that shit happened, and then when he gets there, the whole time he's just like aggressively trying to like, not even like suave like into it. He was just like, "Oh, we go play this. What I'm gonna get if I win? Oh, what about this? What about that?" Like it was just like it wasn't even like game. Like, hold up, son. Like if you ever listen to the podcast, you know who you is. I'm not gonna put I'm not gonna put your name out there. But you need some fucking lessons in game. Like I know I've been out the game for a while. Like I'm sitting there like focused on my own shit. But no, man. Like
right.
I'm like you can't just like you go tell a chick she need cheered up, you go take her to some like industrial spot. Like that already screamed rapist, man. Like literally today I was like Googling rape whistles on Estes. Or Etsy, I'm sorry, Estes. Etsy's and I'm like, they make them like you go have to start giving people that shit. Like one homegirl, come on now, showing up at the minute you give me the address and I see that shit's like got U-Hauls and self-store places around there. Like no, but what happened to meeting people at like regular places like Applebee's and Chili's?
Right.
Like literally, come on now, it's a double, right? One,
Right.
It's a lighted atmosphere where you can eat, enjoy food, and exchange conversation. And I don't know about y'all, but unless you got like some type of weird like bulimic disease, everybody like to eat or drink. One of the two. And two, you be supporting these fucking businesses during COVID so that they can keep their doors open. Right? Like there you go. Now you're an economist and you're a humanitarian at the same time.
Wow.
Wait, is it economist or economist?
Economist.
Damn.
But I mean that doesn't make
you guys know I'm illiterate, so. But anyway, so it was such like literally like homegirl was like he was just coming on too strong, and I was like, yeah, well, I could have told you that, based on some details that we're not going to divulge. But it's like, yo, what the fuck, man? Like that straight up predator. I don't, or maybe not predator, but it's like.
Yeah, that's and because you never know when that line's gonna get.
Well,
crossed.
I mean, like, come on, like the first time you gonna hang out with a chick, like, don't bring her to some dark spot.
Yeah, that's weird.
Right? I was like, man, he thought he was dealing with a thought. He thought he was gonna go smash quick. Nope.
Unless you're Dennis Reynolds from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he likes
perfect example of a predator.
Right. He likes for women to make rash decisions based on fear.
But again, so it's the question, like, so when do you approach a homeboy that's a predator and be all like, yo, man, you got some.
Well, I hope Franklin told him something today. I was talking to Franklin earlier. I was like, yo, man, like, he was like, yeah, I guess homie was trying to go back, too, for, like, seconds. He was like, oh, I'm eventually going to get it. Like, he was going to get it to crack. It's like, nah, you better chill.
Right.
You just got to call that shit a day. You got to check it out that you lost, man. You ain't got no game. You really need to work on it, man. Like, I again, if I was dealing with somebody, like, you want to smooth it in, man. Like, you got to do something a little more subtle.
I think I had this discussion, and it's really like this is real life because this happened not even 2 weeks ago. I had this discussion, and I was talking to a homegirl of mine, and she was like, "Yeah, you guys need to do a better job of policing each other." And I was like, "So what should we be doing?" She didn't really have an answer. She was just kind of like, "I don't know, but y'all need to get it together because like the culture is kind of crazy out here for women. Women are really afraid sometimes to say
No. All right, I'm gonna play both sides of the cards here.
Oh,
okay,
I get it. I play devil's advocate.
Listen, you got on one side, you got male chauvinist shit all day. I agree, But now, like when you listen to certain types of music, like the females know what they're doing, man. Like I don't know what it is, but for some reason I was watching some music videos because I didn't know Apple Music actually lets you watch music videos, and some of the City Girls like videos were coming on, and they lyrics, I was like, God damn, like
So this is
literally they literally talk about exchanging pussy for currency, man.
I get it. This is what I've learned to do.
So like if anybody listens to that, I'm sorry, they're just
Yeah, go ahead.
If you believe in that philosophy of, you know, I'm gonna give you pussy, you gonna give me the bag, you selling it like it's a fucking item. It's not. There's no emotional attachment to it anymore. To where, you know, like it's like making love. You know what I mean? It's like literally, I paid for this shit. It belongs to me. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do with it. Because that's what it makes it seem like. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just as out of the ordinary. Like it's supposed to be, you know.
So I think a good rule of thumb is to just take your cue from like how the conversation or how the interaction is going. If they are that type, I mean, we're not dumb. So if they're that type person, then that's the type game.
I think people.
If they don't appreciate it, then back off.
I think I you know, I'm saying I'm at a loss for words because like I don't think the newer generation really cares. You know, like if you look how many hookup apps do they have?
Well,
how many?
When we say newer generation, are we talking younger than us? Because I'm definitely not trying to get entangled with.
Yeah, but that's younger than us. I'm talking about like 20,
early. I don't even care.
Early 20. Let's go early 20-year-olds. You know, like I just think I want to say when I was growing up, I was influenced by music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I listen to shit like Jagged Edge, R. Kelly, Joe, you know, like crooners that you know could make good music. It was about sex, but it made you like you didn't feel like you were doing it because it was a transaction. See, you know, you felt like you were doing it because you were sharing a moment of passion with somebody, right?
Yeah, I got you. I feel you.
Nowadays, like you don't hear music like that. Like you don't hear music saying that, hey, you know, you should love your lady, you should love your dude, y'all should make love and do something like that. What you hear now is you want this pussy, give me the bag, or suck my dick for a Birkin.
So I think there's
you know what I'm saying? Twerking for Birkin, like that like literally, it's like all this like currency. Whether it's physical money or it's, you know, materialistic things is being exchanged for sexual body parts and functions. Like, isn't that prostitution?
With
in
extra
a form?
Steps. It's prostitution with extra steps.
Like, I want to make love to you. Like, I don't want to make love to you because I got to buy you something. Like I'll take you out to dinner. You know, it's your birthday. I'll get you something, but like just to have sex with you, I gotta bring a bag of money. The fuck, I look like Rick Ross. I ain't walking around with no bag of money. I like the hamburger. I'm gonna come through with a bag of $1 cheeseburgers.
So we super off topic. So back to this predator topic. So when do you call out your homeboy?
When you see it. Like when you see it, you say it. You're like, hey, you need.
Well, yeah. I would say like, if I was witness to it happening, then I would have to like say something. But then again, I would have to like kind of back off and be like, you got to bump your own head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm supposed to do for you?
Bumped. Like that's the thing. Like the exchange could go to the point to where, you know, nothing come of it, but like he didn't realize that was not okay, even though it didn't go the way it went. So it's like, look, you need to chill. You know what I'm saying? Because not getting what you want is not necessarily the bump on the head that somebody needs, if they're being over aggressive, the bump on the head that they need is a reality check. That you need to chill.
Yeah, but who's better to give that reality check? You or the person that's gonna give you the reality check? Like if you an over aggressive dude, like your homie telling you over aggressive, like I don't know that. If y'all told me I was over aggressive, I'm gonna be like, yeah, whatever. Like I'm not sweating y'all too much. But the checkmate is gonna be is when I'm over aggressive with a female and then she put me in my place. You know.
So two things that I think the reason why, and this is going back to stepping in, two things. Sometimes women are scared to say that because if you're already aggressive and you're a dude, why, she's gonna think, why rock the boat? This dude could get really mad. This dude could raise his hand.
We're not talking about like.
That's
like
those are hypothetical.
Yeah,
but we can't presume to know that they know that they're not in any kind of danger that way because it happens. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel you on that, but I guess because I know too much of the situation that we're talking about.
I'm not talking about this particular.
Yeah,
situation.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like I'm thinking about more of the situation here versus the situation in general that you're speaking of. Because yeah, you're right. Like a dude could be like if aggressive, like it could be like it could startle somebody and then they could be like and you see that all the time in a lot of relationships too. Like people get together and then they afraid to rock the boat because they know that person will overreact and then some crazy shit happen.
Exactly.
Right. So, that's not a good situation at all. But what Andre was going into was just like, like dude didn't know when no was no. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like he was being like physically aggressive or angry aggressive. Like he shot his shot, he got shot down, and then he kept shooting shots.
Oh yeah, then you just
you know what I'm saying? Like,
quits, time of death.
You know what I'm saying? Like he should have gave up. Like yo, she's not interested. Like move on. Like, no, I'm going to keep trying. Like, maybe she going to say yes.
Yeah. And so in that situation where it's just shooting shots and getting shot down, yeah, you still, as a homie, I'd like to preserve you from wasting your time and be like, hey, bro, time of death. Call it. Like go try another chick and try a different approach because that shit ain't it.
Is that really that easy? Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like you could tell.
Is it hard?
You could tell a homie like all day, like, yo, son, like chill out. But it don't mean that they're gonna do it.
Right.
That's true. It don't mean that even if
like I said, the biggest reality check is gonna come from failure or it's gonna come from, whatever. So like, all right, so in this instance, homie was gonna go. So say my dude Franklin had knew ahead of time, right? That what homie was gonna do. So he could have been like, yo, son, don't do that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Homie was still going to go do what he did. He was either one, going to get a reality check from the female, or two, he's going to get shot down. And then that's when the boys come to troll his ass. And that embarrassment may make him change.
That's what I was going to say. I could do that without them shooting you down, too. Like, so, it don't even have to get to the point to where you get shot down in front of me before I'm like, gonna clown you real aggressively. But here's the thing, like, if just say we were all out and somebody tells me chill out and I'm a little out of it and I'm like, they're like, oh, you've had too much drink or you're a little too
yeah,
much
but that at that point that's where your homie steps in, like, yo, son, come on, like it's time to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So and 9 times out of 10, if you care about the people you hanging out with,
I mean, like out. but that's at the point where it's like, you're always going to take care of you boys in a situation like that. But I mean, like in a situation like the one we talking about, I don't know if there was much that could have been done. Like I think
not if you're not in the moment. Yeah.
Well, I think he needed to experience that failure on his own, but I guess some dudes too, they ride that gravy train or they see what they think to be like an easy target. And then they go at like, yo, like that's an easy scoop.
But isn't even just viewing it like as like a target, like, isn't that somewhat of a predator?
Yeah.
Predator style moves, like, oh, there's this deer. That deer looked like I could catch it easy.
She coming
so on the off subject to that, because that I was like, man, I want to kill a bear. right? Like,
You want to kill a bear?
Because you talk about hunting deer, and then plus I want to get off this predator subject.
Okay.
So I was like, yo, son, I want to kill a bear because I want to walk into some place wearing a bearskin coat, like with the bear head like over my head, and like like some crazy like war shit. You ever seen that? Like when
I've seen
when
it.
When warriors kill an animal, like they leave the head on it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm just trying to figure out why.
So when I used to go visit John Gainesville, I used to ride through State Road 40. And they had all these bear crossing signs. And every time I'm driving in my truck, I was like, yo, son, like maybe I'm gonna see a bear. Like if I see a bear, like me and that bear are gonna have a showdown. So like no, again, because again, like I don't want to hunt a bear. Like people go hunting, I don't got no respect for that.
Oh, you gonna hit them with your truck?
No, man. Well, again, I want like I said, I want the bear to know that this is a life or death fight. You know what I'm saying? Like when you play Mortal Kombat, like you can't just start whacking a dude. They have to go fight, and then you fighting. Right, so like when you hunt something,
I'm trying to follow you on this.
When you hunt, okay, so put just play with me here for a second, not literally, but anyway. So when you hunt something, right, you hide and then you wait till it's like least suspecting, and then you shoot it, right? Yeah, you snipe it, whatever, right? Who could defend themselves from that? No deer, no bear, no nothing could really defend themselves from that.
So what you're saying is you want to wear a bear skin pelt, but you want to walk up to the bear, bow first, like this is freaking Cobra Kai.
No.
And then start fighting the fucking
listen.
bear.
I want the bear to look me in the eyes, and we have to have like an emotional like showdown that one of us ain't walking away before we start this fight. Like I'm not going.
I got some news for you.
Also, I'm not going to fist to fist fight a bear. Like I'm not an idiot.
I will.
So what's the fight going to be composed of? You throwing dynamite sticks of dynamite at it?
What the fuck? I look like Wile E. Coyote, man.
You sound like Wile E. Coyote.
I'm a Acme plunger and a fucking blow a hole in the floor.
You sound like a mountain.
No,
man.
I'm just saying that like I don't think it's fair to shoot a bear in the back. You know, like we can't shoot anybody. You can't shoot anybody in the back. You know, that's called a retreat.
Yeah, of course, and I understand that.
So like when I shoot the bear, because that would end up what happening. Like I want the bear to be able to defend itself.
So first off,
that's why my cat still has claws, because if anybody were to fuck with my cat has the right to defend herself and scratch the fuck out of you. Because it ain't gonna be no easy feat. Like y'all trying to pet my cat. Like my cat's so fucking soft now.
So first off, let me give you a few tips in case you don't.
Wait, have you ever hunted a bear?
I'm a country boy. Let me give you a few tips.
How many bears you killed?
Let me give you a few tips. If you thinking that the handgun is gonna take him down in one shot, that's incorrect.
I got an AR-15, man. I'm not.
You riding around with an AR-15? You just gonna what?
If I'm out there looking for
with a bear,
if I'm out there looking for a fight with a bear, I'm not gonna go out there looking for a fight with a bear with my fucking 9mm, man. I'm going out there like I'm looking for a fight with a bear.
Okay, so adrenaline get the pumping when this thing stands up. Or we talking about a black bear or a grizzly bear? That's
I don't know the difference. I don't see color when it comes to bears.
No.
I don't see color.
Bear is a bear, man.
So there's vast differences.
If you were judging my bear skin based on the color of its fur, we have an issue, my friend.
Bear skin,
oh my god!
If you got a black bear skin, I'm gonna be like, grizzly bear. I'm gonna be like, ooh, that was a fight. There's a difference.
Wait. Black bears are black, correct?
They're small. They're smaller. Much smaller.
Yeah, but how what size bear do I need to like have like a badass bearskin coat?
I mean, a black bear.
Wait, is it really considered a coat? Because like I don't want to put my arms and shit through it. I just want to kind of like that's like a cowl, kind of. You know, like where the fist
like
kind of come.
Old like Indian war chiefs.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck? And they don't even play because those old Indian war chiefs killed them bears basically with tomahawks and arrows and shit. So my AR-15 and me gonna be just fine.
They probably trapped.
No, they probably looked that bear in the face and squared up.
Bro, okay,
All
so
right. Listen.
What would you like?
Listen,
for me to say
me and that bear. I'm gonna first of all, I'm gonna take it old school, and I'm gonna go, Killer Instincts on that bitch and hit it with a combo.
So now,
God!
If you go ahead and win this fight, I will co-sign you for the rest of your life.
Then I'm gonna have to do that old like Mortal Kombat fatality shit, where I uppercut it and like pull its spinal cord out of its fucking body and hold the bear.
So, what would you like for me to say at your eulogy?
What eulogy?
The one you gonna have after the bear kills you.
The bear ain't gonna kill me, man.
Okay.
Listen. All right. In the spirit of fairness, with me and that bear square up, if that bear kills me, it has the right to wear my fur on its body.
That'd be kind of dope to see a bear walking around with the man pelt.
Looking like something from Attack on Titan.
So, I guess we just go be watching.
Listen, man,
watching your skin flail through.
I'm just saying, like, I think
we should. You wanted to get away from predators. We need to get away from this before PETA comes up.
Because I'm not going out there encouraging people to kill no bear. Like that's not my message. My message is, if you gonna kill a bear or any animal for that fact, hunting it should not be the right. Like, you should fight that animal and let that animal know. Just think, the animal would act completely different if it's knew its life was at jeopardy. But Bambi and her mama was just out there chilling, right? And then all of a sudden, people want to come through and like, with AK, blah, 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 blah.
And somehow you still think you can beat a bear. What I tell you.
Listen, I see the dude get knocked out on PCP and he didn't move. So anything is possible.
Do you think Bear Grylls could take a bear?
Who?
Bear Grylls.
Really?
Who?
Bear Grylls, the survivalist. Do you think he could take a bear?
I bet you Chuck Norris could kill a bear.
Chuck Norris versus a grizzly.
Chuck Norris.
I'd pay to see that. It's probably better than that freaking McGregor fight we watched.
Oh shit! Conor McGregor versus a bear.
There's the walk up like this,
and then we can use the Bernie Sanders meme and put him in the background. Yo, what was up with Bernie, man? Everybody was
Bernie was just trying to get warm.
Hey, but mad respect to Bernie though, because those gloves he was wearing, I guess a teacher in his state like sold him them gloves, so he was wearing them.
He also has turned the meme into a shirt, and all proceeds go to charity. Get on, Bernie.
He turned the thing?
Yeah, you can buy a shirt from
him.
From his website or whatever.
Yeah.
And like I said, it all goes to charity.
Bernie a cool dude. I don't know why he didn't get elected as president.
Cool as a fan. Love him.
Look, but anyway, every animal should have the right to defend themselves. Like they shouldn't let people like declaw cats. They shouldn't let like hunting season be a thing. Listen, like we don't control populations of people. Why would we control populations of animals? That at that point, PETA need to take their beef up with the hunting commission that's saying that the life of human beings is more important than the life of the animals. Everything got life. Everything should be the same. Because at work, when I go to work, people be bringing their dogs into place like they part of the family. And then they dogs get into fights, and then they be looking at us like it's like, yo, I didn't bring the dog in here. You brought the dog in here. I can't kick the guy with the dog out because people that think the dog should be here will then go to the news and complain that we don't let dogs in the spot. But it's like literally like, and I want to start one of the podcasts off like that, but I always forgot. When people walk around with dogs that they can't control.
I hate that.
like you see like a little girl with like some Great Dane, and that thing's pulling like you know that dog is pulling her, like she ain't pulling the dog. But then like I just had this yesterday. I was at work, and one dude had like a husky or a beagle or some shit like that.
A husky and a beagle are two very different dogs.
Yeah, it was a small dog. It was cute though.
A husky is huge.
No. It could have been a baby. Anyway, it was a small dog, like a medium-sized dog. And this other guy walks into the store, and he got a fucking pit bull. Big-ass pit bull. And then he's like, oh, I got to keep the dog away from the other one. It'll destroy her. Like the dog was violent enough to get violent with another dog, and you brought the dog into a place.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but again, and as far as a business, we can't say nothing because if we do, because again, society will go to the news and complain that you're anti-animal or this or that. When it's like, no, like it's a retail establishment. You're here to buy things. Like, take your dog to the dog park.
I mean, there's still places with no dog policies.
Nah.
There aren't that many.
Listen.
Like, we went out for dinner today, and like there were dogs all over the restaurant that we were at.
We're also partially outdoors, so that's a little different.
I guess, but there was an aggressive dog there. Funny enough, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just it is what it is.
I feel like if your dog's aggressive, then I have the right to be aggressive back to it. Like,
wait. You could be aggressive to a dog, but I can't fight a bear.
I mean, I'm not gonna fight it, but I will.
Why not?
Shut the fuck up.
Like, you're supposed to wrestle that shit, bite it on the ear. That's what you're supposed to do with a dog, man. That's what I heard. I heard that if a dog gets out of line, you wrestle it to the floor and bite it on the ear, and then it'll stop acting up.
I've had many dogs.
What movie was that from?
I don't know, but I know a good whacking on behind with a rolled up newspaper works just.
Oh, now you promoting animal abuse. Peter, come get Ergoff.
You're gonna get Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm gonna whoop if I whoop my children, I'm gonna whoop my pets.
Speaking of Michael Vick too, right? Random thought. They just released a bunch of Mitchell and Ness throwbacks, and one of the throwbacks is a Michael Vick Atlanta Falcons jersey. That shit's clean, and Vick, one of my all-time favorite players. But it was like, can you wear that?
Yeah, he did his.
But people still shun on Vic.
That's their problem. He did his time. He served his time. He hasn't did anything since. Let the man live.
Yeah. So, and last but not least, my birthday is coming up. What kind of great plans do y'all have for me?
Intervention. We don't want you to get mauled by a bear.
Listen, look, all I'm saying is that, like, if you ever invite me on, like, I'm not country. Like, I don't want to go hunting. I don't want to go fishing. I don't want to do none of that.
Come to my house. We can go in the woods. I don't want you fight a bear.
Listen, like, I don't want. I'm not gonna fight it with my hands, though. I'm not Floyd Mayweather. I'm not gonna be able to hit it with a 2-punch and then duck punches for the next 11 rounds.
What you making it sound like?
No, I'm going blast them.
But if he's got home field advantage, have you ever been in those conditions?
But again, that's called a fair fight. Like that's what every bear deserves in life, is a fair fight. Just like every human being gets their trial and their day in court, and they get a fair and unconscious crap. Every bear deserves his day.
Or you could be like regular people and be like, I ain't gonna mess with the bear, and the bear ain't gonna mess with me.
Well, obviously, I haven't messed with no bear because I ain't wearing no bearskin coat.
Because the minute you decide you got beef with a bear,
I'm gonna have a conversation with my cat when I get home.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm gonna see what she thinks.
Slow singing and flower
because
bringing.
She may not want me to have no bearskin coat. My cat may look at me and just tell me to get in her fleece throw. Like, that's all she seemed to want anymore. Exactly. So anyway, that
what we got for topics?
That took most of the time.
Oh well, we spent all that time talking about bears and predators.
Nonsense, but it's hey, we can call this our nonsense episode.
Bears and predator. What predator bears?
Bears are predators.
Don't let your homie be a bear. Fight a predator.
Wait.
Don't let your homie be a bear. Fight a predator. Wait. That's the mix-up. Yeah.
Okay. That's a terrible PSA.
I don't know.
What?
We'll refine it.
Listen. When people are out there doing things, you just got to tell them how it is. Stop being aggressive, and I guess that go both ways too. Because I don't want to even say like it's just dudes and chicks. It could be dudes to dudes, or chicks to dudes, or chicks to chicks. Yeah. Like aggressive people come in all shapes and forms. Like you got to learn to chill. Like, somebody said no, they said no.
That's the PSA. No means no, unless it means yes.
then it
That
means
should be a
maybe.
discussion for
Like, ones if you say no, but shake your head in the yes form. Like, absolutely not. And then you follow it up with a wink. Is it still no?
Those could be ticks.
Ones if you have a safe word. Is it still considered
then
no?
that's consensual non-consent.
What's your safe word?
I don't have one.
Ooh.
Peacock.
No, I don't have one. Anything goes, baby. No, I'm just playing.
I somehow believe that. What? He looked like anything goes.
I never claimed to be a saint.
Like, so again, let's do episode recap. 2021's about positive vibes, so make sure you get your positive vibes right? Take a look at your people around you, and sometimes take a look at yourself. Like, if you ain't got a chick or a dude or a spouse in 2021, it's probably because you either ugly or antisocial or a predator. Like, can we add those together?
An ugly antisocial predator?
No, I mean like they all.
Not necessarily. Some people are happy single.
Who? Shit.
I'm sure there's somebody there.
Chronic masturbators are happy single. I gotta share my lotion with nobody. Come here. Wait, was Buffalo Bill? He was always sharing his lotion.
Oh my God. All right, let's cut it.
Random shit. So positive vibes. Say no to predators. If you go fight a bear, look it in its eyes before you fight it. Make sure it knows it's gonna fight you. Like this is all the pre-kickoff before the birthday shit, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You imagine record a podcast mid birthday.
Oh, we could do that.
Like
I don't know if we would be able to air.
Super drunk.
We could record it during the Super Bowl in Tampa.
Wait, didn't yeah, shout out to the Bucks. I'm not a Bucks fan.
I'm not either,
but
in any shape, form, or fashion.
But I'm a Miami fan, and I'm a Florida supporter. So I support
Florida.
I support the Florida teams.
I'm a Colt.
So
I love to hate Tom Brady though. So that's a
yeah.
I'm a chronic gambler.
But why do you hate Tom Brady because you like Peyton Manning, or do you hate Tom Brady because he's a known cheater?
I do like, obviously, being a Colt. I do love me some Peyton, but I don't know. He is good and it's undeniable, but it's just like I was really, really saddened when we lost Kobe. But everybody was like, you never did like him. I was like, I'd love to hate him. I mean, I couldn't imagine him not being somebody that was in the basketball landscape. Same thing with Brady. Like, I hope he's around for a long time. He's one of the greatest of all time. I don't like him. I want him to lose. That's just what it is. I love to hate him. Go Manning. Manning forever.
Would you say Peyton Manning is one of your idols?
I don't really have idols.
Do you support Peyton Manning?
Huh?
Do you support Peyton Manning?
I mean, I support him. I supported him when he was playing football. I don't know enough about the man personally to give him an endorsement, which is why I never put people on such a high pedestal. I know where you're going.
So do you eat Papa John's pizza?
I know where you're going. They tried overtime.
I told my dude Franklin, I was like, yo, Peyton Manning's your idol. I said, how'd you feel when you saw him kiss another man? I sent him a picture of him and Papa John's kissing. Like, how do you know when your idol do something like that? Like, does it crush your spirits or what?
No, because that's his decision. That's on him.
So anyway, again, shout out to the Bucks, because again, Miami fan, Florida supporter. The Bucks are going to be there against the Bills or the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs looking good right now, but who knows? Tampa will be turned up. Maybe we go to Tampa for my birthday and do some crazy shit. Maybe not. If you get another podcast after this, we're still live. If not, that bear got the best of me.
Slow singing.
Hey,
I got it. We'll do a couple of lines of coke.
No.
We'll go to the zoo, and then you can fight the bear.
No. I don't want to fight a bear in captivity because they're not the same. Like if you're gonna fight, like you gotta fight a fair fight. The bear doesn't want to fight me in captivity, so why would I want to fight the bear in captivity? You know, there's got to be.
I think he'd probably just eat you whether you were in captivity or not.
No. Bears in captivity are vegetarians.
No, they're not.
Yeah, it is.
I told you that.
I found it on onlygiraffes.com.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Okay. For all your bear-related facts, don't forget to check onlygiraffes.com.
Yeah, if you want to see everything, they got grizzly bears, they got fucking black bears, and they got bear ass, and we're gonna hit you with a piece.
Peace.